Ladies and gentlemen, Trump has achieved his greatest lead yet. He is about 70 points ahead of Nikki Haley, of DeSantis, and more than 70 points ahead of everyone else. I like Vivek, but for 28, not for this year, obviously. DeSantis has completely obliterated his chances in 28. I have no clue why DeSantis decided to run this year. And Nikki Haley is the choice of Democrats. So if you're in Iowa, you have a choice between Haley and Trump. Just ask yourself, did we have record low poverty with Trump? Yes. We had record highs in household median income with Trump. We had the Doha Agreement that brought Americans home from never-ending military conflict. Biden completely botched that. It was a May 1st, 2021 withdrawal. It wasn't a haphazard withdrawal sometime in the summer that cost the lives of Americans and others there. Nikki Haley is the type of Republican, like the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld Republicans, that got us into these never-ending military quagmires. It is immoral, completely immoral, to not vote for Trump in 24, knowing that the alternative is endless military conflict. We knew this when mashed potato brains took office. I said Biden would preside over a catastrophe, foreign policy catastrophe. We've had many, especially in Europe, leading to nuclear confrontations that we didn't have with Trump. Hit subscribe to this channel. I'll have live streams all throughout tomorrow. And be here for the live stream late in the evening. Could be 12 p.m. Eastern. Could be 12 a.m. Eastern. Could be 1 a.m. Eastern Tuesday night. But be here all throughout tomorrow and tomorrow evening. Trump will easily defeat everyone, likely by 30 to 40 points, hopefully more. But to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, other publications, go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post. I just said that. Oh, wow. I'm just excited, ladies and gentlemen. Go to hagoodman.com. My super thanks is below. And the like and the share buttons are below as well. By the way, yesterday I went to the gym, or the other day, and I did an incline press of 90-pound dumbbells. So go ahead, that'll be below in the pinned comment. Share that everywhere. Just another side of me that you might enjoy. That isn't about politics, just something I like to do, lifting weights. 90-pound dumbbells each hand. I believe I did 10. So watch that, that's below. It is immoral. If you want to talk about morality, it is immoral to vote for endless military conflict. It is not immoral to vote for Trump. It is immoral to vote for endless military conflict. Look at what we have with Biden. Look what we had with President Obama, who, during his tenure, had an intervention that destroyed Libya. Okay, where was the intervention that destroyed a country with Trump? He didn't have one. We had record low poverty and record highs in household median income. If you're in Iowa, God bless you. You have a chance to propel and, start off this campaign to really save the country from inflation. High inflation is much higher than 3 to 4%, much higher than that. Do you really think in the comment section it's 3%? Or it's a 3.4% when food prices, when rent, everything is up. Everything is still up far more than 3%. So, there are different measurements of inflation. They're not telling you the truth. The same people who pontificate about telling the truth lie all the time by omission. We had interest rates to buy a home at like around 3% with Trump. They're now close to 6 to 7%. It's actually closer to 7%. People can't afford homes. Then you have the younger generation who votes Democrats saying, we can't afford this, we can't afford. You voted for Biden. You vote Democrat. What did you think was going to happen? These are the same people who want to shut down state economies at a moment's notice. They were willing to shut. If a Democrat governor or senator or mayor hears that he or she should shut down the economy of their city or state, they will do so within a heartbeat, a second. Nothing that they would, if the media and bureaucrats and a consensus says shut down economic activity, they'll do so. In hindsight, they'll just say, well, we were told to do so, but they will be wrong. They will engage in a foolish act because of a fabricated consensus where anyone who disagrees is shunned and demonized and disparaged and demeaned by media. Okay, so media and Democrats have created this fabricated consensus where anyone who disagreed with their completely foolish reaction to you know what was just banned and suspended, demonized, and so we look back. Do you think that shutting down state economies was a good idea? Of course not. It was terrible. It ruined the lives of so many people, created so many more problems, did nothing to help anyone. And yet Democrats will still not admit what they pushed for was their political or social objectives, not Trump's. Trump kept saying, we can't do this, we can't do this. And if you look, he's up over Biden a lot more than Haley is. And Haley is only close to Biden because, in terms of the polls, because the media has not leveled their public relations sites against Haley or DeSantis. There was a study, quote unquote study done. They said that 80% of late night made fun of Trump, demeaned Trump. That's nonsense. The jokes are about 90 to 95 to almost 100%. When was the last time Stephen Colbert made fun of Biden in any way, shape, or form? Or John Oliver? Or Jimmy? Or any of these late night comedians? Seth Meyers. They're all part of a public relations monstrosity. That monstrosity from Saturday Night Live to the Washington Post, the New York Times, MSNBC, they haven't leveled their public relations sites at Haley or DeSantis or anyone else. They're continually focused on Trump. The second, let's say Trump isn't the nominee, God forbid, which he will be, there's zero chance, absolutely zero chance a candidate from the Republican Party will ever win again if it's not Trump or anyone associated with Trump or anyone who adopts something different from what Trump is about, which is ending endless military conflict, and promoting economic growth at home. Okay, we had real wages up under Trump. Real wages are down under Biden. Poverty is up under Biden. Inflation, interest rates. We're heading towards a devastating stock market crash. Democrats under Biden, the Biden administration flooded the country full of millions of barrels of strategic petroleum reserves. Then went after, and before that went after American oil and gas companies. Then begged other countries to increase their production of oil and gas. When Trump told European nations, said, hey, you know what? You're too beholden to the Kremlin when it comes to natural resources. And of course he was right. And they laughed at him. Trump was right about a wall. They laughed at him also. They said, oh, it's terrible. It's prejudice. And the same, and you don't see AOC looking at the atrocities taking place at the southern geographic region of our country. You think that she cares? You think any Democrats truly care about what's moral? They have a paradigm where the underdog is always right no matter what. The planet is the utmost concern, the environment, except when it comes to Biden flooding the country full of strategic petroleum reserves, ignoring inflation, and starting another geopolitical nightmare with a former Cold War adversary leading to numerous nuclear confrontations. Okay, we've been talking about nuclear confrontation for the past 3 years now because of Biden's foreign policy. Not one attempt at a peace deal. Not one attempt at stopping the conflict. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. Are you better off, people of Iowa and everywhere else? Are you better off with Biden? Were you better off with Trump? The answer is obvious. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe. Be here tomorrow for the live streams. Huge, huge, huge day in American history. Also, I think Iowa will be the first to bring back Trump in the Oval Office. Thank God. We had a great economy. You'd have to be pretty stupid not to admit, even if you despise Trump, that we had a great economy under Trump. Then you can explain why, even with a great economy and a much better foreign policy, you don't like Trump. Give me your thoughts. Hit subscribe. Thank you.